All right, pattern collectors, be honest. How many patterns do you have in your collection right now that you've never sewn up? What is happening there? Does the thought of scrolling through all those endless links or searching through folders leave you feeling a little overwhelmed and uninspired when it comes to actually getting to sewing? If so, you're not alone, because today's free resource is hopefully a solution to that issue, and it was actually requested by probably hundreds of Love Notions customers throughout the years. And so today we're offering the printable pattern library checklist, and it's a freebie with anyone who uses the code NEWYEAR30 this week. And I'm going to show you how our pattern library checklist sheet works and what makes it so special. So let's dive in. This video is part of our Ultimate Sewing Toolkit series, where we're sharing practical resources and some sewing inspiration to kickstart your new year. Every day this week, we're highlighting a new free tool that's just been added to our sewing toolkit. And yesterday's was that super important fabric stretch guide. And we're adding a new one today and every other day this week to help you sew smarter, stay organized, and create with confidence in 2025. So what's today's focus? Getting your pattern library under control so that you can get right to the good part, which is the sewing. Before we get too far in, I just want to highlight a couple of patterns that might be a great addition to your Love Notions pattern library. Some things that you might want to get while you take advantage of the current 30% off sale. So let's start first with the Band Camp shirt. I wore it in yesterday's video, and it's just a really nice woven button front camp shirt with regular set-in sleeves. So it's really similar to the Melody Dolman, except it just has regular sleeves, which was highly requested, and quite a few more bells and whistles. And it just released last year, and actually it was excluded from our site sale last year, so it might be a really great time to grab it right now. Another pattern that you might want to add is the Coda Quilted Coat. In fact, this pattern has been on our minds like a lot here lately at Love Notions, because Tammy and I are going to go to the Sew Expo in Washington next month, and we're going to do a full sew-along class for it. So start getting your plans in place so that you can join us for that. I would love to sew with you. I think it's going to be great. Right now our plans are for students to either get our class kit or to bring in a quilt that you're ready to transform into the Coda Quilted Coat. And we can't wait for this event, so please make sure you let us know if you're going to be there or if you want to take the class, and we'll get you set up. Coda would be a great one to add to your pattern library. And now that we've got those pattern ideas out there, let's talk about the pattern library checklist and how we can use that to make sewing great. To be honest, I really can't tell you how many times people have asked for a printable list with all of the Love Notions patterns. I mean, you can make your own, but so many people say they have nearly every pattern in the library, which thank you, but then they say they haven't even gotten half of them sewn. What stops them is the narrowing down, I think. It's the choosing, so that made me think, what if we had a master list that you could easily sort through? And then it would be a place where you could see what extras for the pattern are available, and maybe a place to note your experience, if it's been sewn. And so that's what we've got with the free pattern library printable. So here's how you use this checklist. First, you're going to download the Sewing Toolkit file using the code NEWYEAR30 today, and then you're just going to print this. I actually laminated mine, and I have it hanging in the workshop right now. So when you're ready to go pick a pattern, ready to sew, you're going to glance through this master list and see what kind of garment you need. The garment type is listed after the pattern name. Then you're going to narrow down by the fabric, which is also listed for you, woven or knit or both. And then you can take a look at our very simple difficulty level scale, and this is just like on a spectrum with just other Love Notions patterns. So easy, intermediate, advanced. Again, just for Love Notions patterns, which really are very beginner friendly on the whole. And in this way, you can find what you need and have an idea of what it'll take to get sewn. Or if you're shopping right now, you could use this as your checklist and see what are you missing without having to sort through everything online. And that should be really easy because it's all listed alphabetically, so you can just compare that to the downloads that you already have in your Love Notions account. And then when you see what you're missing, you can just make that satisfying little check mark in the library column. After that, you can also note if you've actually sewn it. This feels so good for the completionist in me. Like maybe I've had a pattern for a while, but I haven't even opened the file. Now, here's a place to keep track and start marking things off so that you can use what you have. And maybe you'll realize that this pattern that's been in your library for years is actually what you've always been needing. And I think that that's sort of the classic and timeless nature of Love Notions patterns. A pattern that even released several years ago might be just the thing for you right now, so why buy a new one? And then on here, there's also a column for quickly noting your favorite feature or just to jog your memory for next time about your experience. And then another piece of the chart that I think is super helpful is that we've noticed whether there is a course or a sew-along on our website or on YouTube. So you don't have to rely on a distracting internet search to get you going sewing. You can just head straight to where you need to go. So we're offering this new resource as a way to start your new year off right with sewing. And we know that staying organized isn't just about saving time, it's about making your sewing experience more enjoyable and productive. And then that's gonna make you wanna do it more and realize how satisfying it is. When you know what patterns you have, what their features are, and what you've already sewn without all these distractions of getting online or searching through messy files, I think you might feel more inspired to create. So are you ready to take control of your pattern library? Just download this checklist for free with any purchase during our New Year's sale using the code NEWYEAR30. And all of the other resources will be compiled with this as well. So this freebie sewing toolkit is only available for the time of the sale, and please make sure that you subscribe to Love Notions YouTube channel so that you can catch tomorrow's video where we're going to be offering a super handy resource to help you tackle fit issues. Again, if you're looking for some shopping ideas, Band Camp shirt and Coda Quilted Coat are waiting for you to just check them off of that library printable. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love to hear from you. Please tell me how you organize your patterns or what features or other sewing resources that you'd like to see from Love Notions in the future. Just drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell me what patterns you plan to pick up during our annual 30% off sale. Remember, this is the only one in 2025, so now really is the time to take advantage. Until next time, happy sewing, and let's make 2025 the year of less sewing stress and more sewing success. Bye.